Black Wall Street. Do it right, build wealth, real life, economic empowerment, real tips, insight on the new Black Wall Street. It's on the new Black Wall Street. Here's your host.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the new Black Wall Street, the Money and Power Talk Show. Thanks so much for being here this morning. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you are doing wonderful on this terrific Thursday. Of course, Money and Power Talk Show is all about talking about money and power, the two areas that I believe that we as Black folk need to talk more about, economics and politics, and what I like to consider to be cash flow and cash rules. Everybody put in the comments below, cash flow and cash rules. See, money, it was always meant to actually flow through your life. So you want to think of money as a river. So it's flowing through your life. And as you think about that river, you also have to think about the restrictions of that river, which would be its banks or its restrictions, which we consider to be politics or the laws of the land. And so at the end of the day, guys, if you learn more about money, then you'll be able to get your money to work harder for you than you work for it. And if you learn more about politics, you will be able to bend or manipulate the laws in your favor to make those laws work for you. So at the end of the day, I believe that life is about a study. You need to study and learn about the system which you live under, play the system, and then dominate the system. And that's just what we got to do, guys. Let's not avoid the conversation. Let's actually have the conversation so we can empower one another. Well, today's episode is brought to you by our book of the month for Financial Literacy Month, which is April. It is Wealth is a Mindset. That's right. Wealth is a Mindset by your sister from another mister, Miss China Key. Wealth is a Mindset shares a collection of relatable financial awareness topics along with tips and tricks to encourage you to think big when it comes to getting big results while building your empire. Everybody put in the comments below, build my empire. Build my empire. So Miss China Key has written a wonderful book, and we actually go through this book every day around 2 o'clock or so. I think we're in chapter 4. That's right, Thursday will be chapter 4. But if you want to get this book, you want to follow along with us, all you got to do is text the word wealth to 678-851-2400. We'll get this book out to you ASAP. We do have copies in stock, assigned by the author, ready for you, ready to go out to your household. At the end of the day, guys, if you want to change your financial situation, you got to change the way that you think so you can change the results in life. And then also, as you see, hanging here is a bookmark. This is a bookmark by a brother from another mother. This is the Ankh Light bookmark. This is specially and custom designed for the new Black Wall Street. So if you'd like to get the bookmark, because you're going to be reading a whole bunch of books with us, and you want to follow along with us with the book club, you want to go ahead and text the word light. Text the word light to 678-851-2400. You know what, guys? We'll keep the same deal all week. If you get both the book and the bookmark, we'll do it for $25. And so you see here, you got a nice little ankh, right? Look at that. You got your nice beads. And then on the other side, that was the Eye of Horus. Then on the other side, you got your ankh. I'm sorry. There you go. So just a very, very nice piece of jewelry. I don't know what, I guess it's jewelry, but it's a bookmark, so you can get that as well. And then also tonight, in case you guys don't know, Club Millie, if you're representing Club Millie, go ahead and put in the comments below, hashtag Club Millie. Club Millie tonight is having our 420 for 20 session, our weed investment session, where we're going to talk about marijuana, the industry, and look to uncover investment opportunities in the weed or the marijuana industry. So if you are all about that thing, that Buddha life, then you want to make sure that you're here with us, not just to learn how to smoke, but to learn how to cash out of that thing called marijuana. So we're going to be meeting tonight. I'm going to put the link in the comments below for you so you can actually go ahead and get your seat at the table. Because at the end of the day, guys, we got to learn how to change our conversation at the kitchen table. And we actually not just smoke marijuana, we actually can profit from it. We know that is a big thing that's coming down with the legalization of marijuana. And we need to find a way to make sure that we get some money off that thing and not let everybody else get that money. So the 420 for 20 weed investment session will be tonight at 8 p.m. Registration will close at 6 p.m. So don't delay. Get your spot today. Because here's the deal, guys. Most people just going to say, I'm going to do it later. Then guess what? They're going to forget. And then they're going to be like, what happened? I missed it. Can I get a replay? And we're like, You had the opportunity to go ahead and sign up right now. And that's what Black folk have to do. When you get an opportunity, you must take advantage of it now. You got to attack. That's what you have to do. You have to attack. And that's what you must do. Everybody put in the comments below, attack. You got to attack your debt. You got to attack your complacency. You got to attack your procrastination. That's the only way. You must attack. So we got a 420 for a session tonight at 8 p.m. And I hope that you guys will be there. Even if you're not there, we're going to keep on doing what we do. And everybody going to be like, wait, how do I? We meet every week. And we meet every week. So, you know, there's no excuses at this point. It's just a matter of you deciding you're going to sign up and you're going to show up. Let's get right into what we need to talk about tonight. But we did actually have 3 offers for you. Wealth is a Mindset, the book for $20. The online bookmark, $10. You want to get both together today. You get the combo for $25, and then we have the weed investment session. I believe it's $20 to join that. 420 for 20, yeah. So it's $20 to do that. So you got the opportunity to join with us as we talk about money. Now, a quick recap as we move into today, this Thursday, 4/27, 2017. We're going to start with Bitcoin. Okay, we're just going to start with cryptocurrency to get this thing out the way. Bitcoin is currently trading at $1294.62. So that is a jump of 1.55% as of yesterday. Now, that's not the only thing we need to talk about, because I know we're talking about Bitcoin, but there's another digital currency that we need to talk about as well, and that is what we call Ethereum. Ethereum jumped up 10% yesterday. So Bitcoin, which is the leader in the digital currency, it has a $21 billion market cap trading at $1294.62. Now, you may say, I can't afford $1294.62. But guess what? Ethereum is the second leading cryptocurrency or digital currency, and it has a $5 billion market cap. It's now trading at $56.76. So, you know, for $56 to get into this thing called cryptocurrency, I mean, 10% jump overnight. I mean, my God, let me go and put this thing down for you so you guys can know we can look to get these numbers. Bitcoin and Ethereum. My God, 10% overnight. This is something else. So we get the point. CoinMarketCap.com is a place that you can go in order to take a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the other ones. It's about 50 of them. And at the end of the day, guys, we got to learn this stuff. Because as I always say, let's not be the people who watches everybody else get rich. Right? Let's stop watching everybody else get rich. Let's participate. Let's get our money together. Let's get our money right. Now, why are we talking about get our money right? We got somebody that's going to help you get your money right that's here on the show today. Let me go ahead and bring to you Miss Amira, Debt Elimination Coach. Kay is in the building. How are you? No voice coming in. Yeah, that's you this time. There you go. Nope. Can't hear you yet. Keep on trying till you can come in. Let me know. Okay, cool. All right, so she'll be back in just a second. All right, so we got the cryptocurrency, which we're talking about. Let's talk about our market recap, other things that we know as relates to what happened yesterday. The Dow 30 was down 21 points. NASDAQ was down 0.27. S&P down 1%. Basically flat. Twitter had a rebound yesterday. Twitter was up 8% yesterday. You know, that I don't know whether they're making a real rebound or not, but they were up nonetheless. Costco was up 2%, Chipotle 2%. Fitbit's been trying to hover around that $5.96 range, up 1% yesterday. So the market pretty much was flat. You had Trump, which came out with his stance on taxes, on corporate tax. We'll talk about in that just a second. Bad day for Seagate Technology. They were down 17% yesterday. Good day for Wyndham. We talked about them in the morning. They reported earnings. They were up 9% yesterday. This is the stuff that's happening, guys. These companies are jumping and be making your money grow just overnight. I mean, 9% in a day. Some people want that in a whole year. So anyway, let's take a look at the indicators you need to know about oil. It's now trading at $49.19 per barrel. Gold is at $1265.70. So Bitcoin is overtaking gold as far as price per ounce versus price per coin. Silver is at $17.40 per ounce as well. As far as our condition or our emotion in the market, there are two emotions that drive the market: fear and greed. Warren Buffett says this, that you should be fearful when other people are greedy and be greedy when other people are fearful. In other words, buy when other people are selling, sell when the masses are buying. And so a buy low, sell high is a philosophy that I roll with as it relates to my investing style. But you got to figure out your own investing style. But as far as the emotion that's in the market, we're at a 48, which basically means we're at neutral, which is basically saying hold. Really, when I see this, it tells me I need to be on the lookout to see where is it going. And if it goes to the fear side, then I'm going to be looking to buy. If it goes to the greed side, I'm going to be looking to hold or sell, just depending on what my position is. So right now, I'm just looking. I'm just waiting to see where we're going to go. Are we going to go to the left? Or are we going to go to the right? That's just what ERGJ is doing. I don't know what you're going to do. I'm just trying to share some things with you as well. Let's take a look at what's hot and what's not hot as it relates to the market. Is what's hot and what's not hot. What's hot in the market right now is going to be technology, electronic technology. Over the past 3 months, that sector alone has been up almost 12%, 11.5%. Technology services and retail trade and consumer durables been right behind them, really far down behind them at 7%. As far as what's not been hot over the past 3 months, the sector that's not been hot, we continue to talk about this every day. Energy minerals has been down 7% over the past 3 months, and we are starting to find some opportunities in energy minerals. These are going to be your energy companies, your coal companies, your oil companies, things like that. So I love to shop in the dirt. I love to find diamonds in the coal and the rough. That's what I love to do. And that's what I've been good at. So I'm one of those scalper types that love to be where nobody else wants to be, because when they come back, they make my portfolio go up. So anyway, that's what's going on as far as our market recap. See if we can bring Miss Myra back in today. See what's going on. See we can hear her this time. Myra, what's going on?
No, I'm doing great. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Miss Myra, debt elimination coach, key to building. Hey, go ahead, introduce yourself. Let the people know who you are, where they can find you, what's going on with you.
All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is Myra, debt elimination coach. And what I do is I assist people attack debt. I assist people in identifying their liabilities and their assets. The goal is to increase your assets, decrease your liabilities, so you can increase your net worth. You need to be operating in the black, get your money together, your finances together, so that when opportunities like this come along and what the road that the economy is traveling on right now, you will have the opportunity to get involved and make you some money and further increase your assets. So, being in a debt is so stressful, and debt gets in order, it will take care of so many other issues in your life. So that's what I'm here for, to assist people and offer them the strategies and tools in order to do that. Me by texting net worth to 706-399-5845. That's 706-399-5845. Text net worth. Let's talk. Let's get your debt in order. Let's talk of it.
Hey, so Ms. Myra, why is it so vital that people understand their net worth and go through this net worth coaching with you?
Because you need to see where you're at. You need to evaluate your situation. You need to evaluate the liabilities. Now, in some instances, you may not even realize that you have liabilities sitting around that you can actually turn into cash-producing assets. But you need to know where your finances are, because if you have children, you need to be preparing them for the next level. And they're watching you, and they're going to take on the attitude that you have towards money, how you handle your finances. So we, as a community, we have to be teaching our young people good money habits. And so we have to get our finances together. We have to get out of debt, and we've got to increase our assets so that when it's time for them to move on, they have something to start out with, and they're not starting out at zero.
Fantastic, man. So let's take a look at our pre-market info, guys, that you need to know as we head into the market today on this beautiful Thursday. Pre-market info, you need to know Trump is back. Of course, he was in the news all day yesterday. Trump moves on NAFTA. President Trump has announced plans to renegotiate the North American Free Trade Agreement. Trump rallied against the trade deals as a candidate, and as recently as last week declared it harmful to U.S. workers. But you see what he continues to do, right? He continues to an about face. Everything that he said is not what he's really about. He ain't about it, guys. Trump's decision to renegotiate NAFTA came the same day as a senior administrative official revealed the White House was considering an executive order to withdraw from the trade accord. The Mexican peso climbed 1% against the dollar. The Canadian dollar also strengthened. So think about this for a second. We might be talking about this because there's some people that are in foreign exchange right now. And as this thing turned, so did the fortunes of those other currencies. Isn't that interesting? I hope maybe some people that were, I don't know who's going to be trading the peso, but it might be trading the Canadian dollar, I guess. Maybe I doubt either. Nobody going to be trading either one of them. But nonetheless, we see that the value of their currencies have actually risen as there's no as there's a deal that's coming down the pipe or renegotiation that's taking place. When he talks about breaking trade agreements, that definitely would hurt the currency of those that are connected to the United States. Obviously, Mexico and Canada are our neighboring states. But then when he balks on that order, right, then they begin to the perceived value. See, I don't think that people understand that money is nothing more than a perceived value. Like when you look at the history of money, like there was a time you didn't have paper dollars. And so it's all about what you considered to be valuable that you would trade for something else. So money is nothing more than just an idea. That's it. It's just an idea. And that's why something like cryptocurrency can rise, because it's a new idea for the exchange of trade. What are your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna talk about Trump, but as far as cryptocurrency and the idea of money and foreign exchange, all these agreements that are coming down the pipeline, it's definitely going to have effects and currencies throughout the world. And it just goes back to, we need to learn. That's another area that we need to learn as far as forex trading and taking advantage. That's what it's all about. That's what I believe in, being able to take advantage of situations and knowing what's going on around you. I mean, that's the purpose of this show every morning, is finding out what is going on in the world and being able to take advantage of opportunities to increase your cash flow while everybody else is.
That's what I'm talking about. You increase your cash flow. Everybody put in the comments, little cash flow. That's exactly what we're talking about. I do want to say hello to everyone that might be watching and maybe in some different groups or platforms. I want to say hello to everybody else to the new Black Wall Street, the Black Wall Street investors, Black Enterprise, Ninja Trading, wherever you may be. On my personal page, you can come over to ERGJ Enterprises. That's where we're broadcasting from. If you do want to interact with us live while we're doing this show. Again, more info for your pre-market info. There's some tech earnings that are coming out. A slew of tech companies will release quarterly financial reports on Thursday today. Tech stocks have had a good month, with many hitting record highs. That helped the NASDAQ, where most are listed, to briefly cross the 6,000 point barrier earlier this week. Alphabet, Google, Amazon, Baidu, GoPro, Intel, and Expedia are all set to release their results after the bell. So this afternoon, it's going to be on and popping. Some U.S. tech firms have vast amounts of cash sitting overseas. Investors will be looking for reactions to Trump's plans for a tax repatriation holiday. Microsoft will also report after the close. So you got Alphabet, you got Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Baidu, which is the Chinese tech company. Those are the most important ones that are going to be reporting after the bell today. So investors are likely to focus on reports on this cloud computing business, which has pushed the stock higher in recent months. So if you are into tech, I'm pretty sure many of you guys are probably invested in Amazon or Google. Tonight's going to be the night. At 4:30, about 5 o'clock, you start having them reports rolling in on how those companies have done over the past quarter, and then also what they are projected to do moving forward. So great day to be looking at earnings. Here's some tax plan questions. Trump administration outlined his new tax proposal Wednesday. Trump wants to slash the top individual tax rate from 39.6% to 35% and reduce the number of tax brackets from 7 to 3. He also intends to cut the top tax rate for all businesses to 15%. But the plan leaves many questions unanswered. Market participants are holding back their enthusiasm to see a detail of how this will be funded. That's what it comes down to. When you start talking about doing all these changes, making all these cuts or your new proposals, the question always comes down to how you plan to fund it. I mean, we are a country that's riddled in $20 trillion in debt. So are we going to, I mean, every president, I don't think there's ever been a president that's reduced the deficit. I mean, it always goes up. So I don't know if that's ever going to change. Your thoughts, Ms. Myra?
Well, I see it. I tell us about who's going to end up, where the funding is going to come from. It's going to come out of the pockets of the American people, as it usually always does. And then once again, it's about paying attention to trends. So although he's talking about reducing the tax rate, if you look at the interest rates right now and what's going on with that, you know, the Fed's raised the interest rates a couple of times. Now they're saying they're do anything over the summer. They're not going to raise the interest rates anymore this summer. But between now and the end of 2018, it is speculated that the Feds are going to raise the interest rates 5 times over the next year and a half. So it just seems as though it sounds good on the front end, but on the back end, people are still going to end up paying a lot of taxes, even if the percentages may be a little lower. Once the inflation rate starts to go up and wages start to go down, it doesn't matter if the tax rate has gone down, because if your wages don't have less money in your pocket, you're still gonna have less money coming into your household.
But then also as well, when you think about this, you know, I hope that most people know that the way that this country is set up is that it favors the big business, right? It favors the big business. So you're talking about cutting big business taxes down to a maximum of 15% so that the businesses can thrive. But personal taxes may go down from a coming out of your paycheck standpoint, but interest rates are rising, which is basically the money that you might borrow to buy some stuff. So you know, this whole debt thing, this whole money thing, this whole interest rate thing, it didn't really affect me because I don't mess with that borrow money anyway. But I'm just saying most people do, and so the cost to borrow money is going up. That's what interest rates going up mean. Let me say that again. The cost to borrow money is going to actually increase, which is going to help the banks. The taxes on the corporations might be being reduced, which means it's going to help them with their profitability, right? So when we start talking about investing in stocks, which is ownership of some of these big corporations, maybe you can't be a big corporation yourself, or maybe you, the black business owner, can't be a big corporation right now by yourself because you're building up from a small cap to a mid cap to a large cap company. But you can be a part of a big business if you decide to do that. And that's what investing is all about, especially if you're investing in the stock market, to be able to participate in the profits of these big corporations. So she's talking about, Toon, what's up, Toon? Man, you got to come join us sometime, brother. Toon asked, so she's talking about the real estate interest rates. Well, we're talking about interest rates, period. So this will be any borrowed money, which would impact your real estate interest rates as well. So we do know that real estate, the interest rates for real estate has been at an all-time low, which means at the end of the day, they can do nothing but go up. So that's what's going on. And we're going to actually go through an article that talks about real estate and how it's a good time to actually be a seller of real estate, not necessarily a buyer of real estate. They're going to be talking about an article that's talking about how good it is to be a seller of real estate. Many people looking to buy, but it's the people that's actually looking to sell, that actually bought 5 years ago, 3 years ago, that are actually looking to sell, that are in good position. So we'll talk about it as well, man. But if you want to join, brother, you can do it. I'll put the link in the comments below. Anybody that might want to join us live today, love to have Toon on the show at some point in time. Let's keep on going through our pre-market info you need to know. And thanks so much for that link there, brother. What was that, Brother Randall? I don't know what this is, but real RSA deals advisors.com. I don't know if that's the Randall S. Avery deals advisor. You have to tell us what that is, brother. I hate when people just put links and I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm going to use some shine anyway, brother. Tell us what it is, though, so we can know what we're linking up to. That would be great if you could do that for us. That would be great. I'm going to skip over the global market overview. I don't think but stock market movers, you got Intuit and PayPal. Intuit shares have rallied more than 7% in extended trading after reporting a boost in sales in its TurboTax software. So that's good information to know, guys, because obviously we're in tax season. You might have missed this one, but Intuit has TurboTax software. So you're probably going to remember this next year. But clearly, this would be something for those that are in taxes, those that are accountants, those that deal with this stuff. You can very easily just basically invest in your own industry, because at the end of the day, what I teach people is to become a leader in your industry, which means that you know what you do, but you also know the competition for what you do as well and how they are doing. So hopefully, if you're in the industry, you would know that TurboTax was owned by Intuit. It's tax season. A lot of people are doing their taxes on their own, or even using TurboTax to do them side deals outside of the H&R Block and Jackson Hewitt. They're doing them side deals using that TurboTax. So that might be something that you would know, right? Because you're a leader in your industry. Shares of PayPal were up in extended trading after the payment company reported better than expected first quarter profits. Now, I use PayPal a lot, so I definitely got to get me some PayPal, just because if I'm going to be using them, I want to also be profiting from the same company that I use. So that's something for me to take away as I look to see what's going on when I can get in on PayPal. I'm definitely going to get me some, just because of the fact that I use them so much. And I still think they're a great company as far as what they do. Still got some more stuff as far as earnings economics. American Airlines, Bristol Myers, Comcast, Domino's, Ford, Union Pacific, they're all set to release earnings before the open. So they are releasing their earnings now. And then also Starbucks is also a company that will release it after the bell. So you got a whole bunch of earnings activity today. Starbucks, Amazon, Google after the bell, American Airlines, Ford, Domino's Pizza before the bell. I mean, this is going to be a day to watch, to see what happens with these companies, what they are reporting, the type of money that they're making. It's something that can literally make you sad, but then it could make you glad at the same time. It just depends on what side of the coin you're on, because you'd be like, man, all this profit coming in and I'm not participating in it. How are all these big companies making all this money? But then on the other hand, you'd be like, well, I got me some of that. That one just went up. Got me some of that. That one just went up. And that is the beauty of, you talking about Bitcoin? That's the beauty of investing in some of these great big companies. Mara, your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I'm interested to see about Domino's, actually. Did not realize until maybe about 6 months ago exactly how profitable Domino's had become. It is absolutely amazing that pizza shares are trading for what Domino's is trading for a share. So they are one of those companies that listened to the consumer and made some changes, and they have just absolutely gone through. To see about American Airlines, being that the airline industry has been under fire lately, and Google and Amazon, I don't think their earnings are probably going to exceed, they expect everything that they're getting involved in. Amazon is involved in everything. Google is putting its hands in everything. So it's going to be an exciting day for some people, I think, that are invested in those companies.
Absolutely. You said should accept Bitcoin, no fees, so no transaction fees, no commission fees on Bitcoin. Now we getting in. So in case you guys don't know, let's just talk about this for a second. At some point, Ms. Kyle's got to come on the show. But what we're doing at Club Millie is we're just finishing up. Once we finish our Dow 30 investment session, which we did yesterday, we do that every week. We're moving into Bitcoin sessions, Blacks in Bitcoin sessions. And along with those sessions, so the sessions, what they're going to do is they're going to help you understand Bitcoin, right? Help you understand how it works, how it operates, teach you everything about mining and all that stuff. And then we're actually going to be moving into Blacks in Bitcoin workshops, where we're going to show you how to invest in Bitcoin. So if you want to do that, or cryptocurrency, if you want to do that. So at the end of the day, we're going to leave no excuses for you to not get involved. You'll understand it, and you'll have the opportunity to invest in it. The only decision is whether you're going to do it or not, but we're going to make it available to you. And I don't know anybody else really that's out there that's talking to Black folk about investing in these different areas. Now, I understand we do the real estate. We good on that. I think at this point, everybody's in real estate, but there are a lot of other ways that you could be putting your money to work for you. And I don't know if y'all know this or not, but Bitcoin is absolutely blowing up. So why not learn about it and take the opportunity to see if you can actually get a piece of some of the things that are coming down. We know that cryptocurrency is blowing up. We know that marijuana is on the rise. We know these things. So stop watching it. Learn about it so you can understand it. Because I believe you should invest in what you understand, not in what you don't. And then once you understand it, do what you got to do to get your money up at the end of the day. That's what I got to say about that. So that's the pre-market info that you need to know, man. It's going to be a big day today. I'm pretty sure that tomorrow we're going to see that index go up to greed, because there's going to be a lot, man. Once you talk about Amazon and Google, everybody's going to be in the business. I'm going to skip this article. I don't want to talk about him right now. Let's get right into the news that you can use as we head into the day. So we mentioned that life is good for home sellers. Here's an article that came out from CNN Money. It says it's good to be a home seller right now. Really good. That's because it's the most profitable time to sell a home in almost 10 years. Now, I want us to notice that it didn't say it's the most profitable time to buy a home. It says the most profitable time to sell a home. So homeowners who sold in the first 3 months of this year saw an average price gain of $44,000 from purchase, according to a report from Antime Data. That's the highest gain since 2007. It says cities with robust local economies have been strong. Price growth during the housing market's recovery. Low housing supply has helped push up prices to create competitive markets where bidding wars are above asking price. Sales are common. So we're talking about supply and demand and the low housing supply. And I would say not just low housing supply, but because of the restrictions that's been placed on being able to qualify for a home, I would also say that has something to do with it as well, because you may not have as many people that can actually qualify for that, that 30-year mortgage that's coming back into play. So I think that has a big part to play in it as well. Myra, what are your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I read a few articles as well about the housing market is on fire right now throughout the country. And as far as lending, the big banks are really in the dress of the Frank Dodd Act. It crippled community banks and small banks because they were not able to survive because of all the regulations. They weren't able to offer people loans. But once again, I smell it just seems like a little bit of a setup with all of these houses are flying off the market right now. People are paying premium for these homes. You have people offering more money than the houses are worth $1 million. So if the interest rates are going to be creeping up over the next 12 to 18 months, and now you're purchasing a house at an inflated rate, quite possibly, it seems like deja vu to me. So I think people need to tread lightly and really look at these situations and just, we've got to, buy things. I understand that people want homes and that's kind of just something that's been ingrained in us, but it needs to be for the right reasons, because that's a lot of money and a lot of cash that you're tying up every month with a mortgage and with other things that go along with home ownership. So people need to be careful when you have supply and demand like this, and just all of a sudden, as I expressed a few weeks ago on the show where I live at, it just seems like they're building houses overnight. I've seen literally a subdivision go from a few houses to every morning I pass by there, they're laying a foundation. So just be careful. Don't get caught up. Don't get caught up in what's going on, because it just seems like to me they prepared the American people to pay for something that's about to happen. So,
man, I'm glad you. This is very interesting. I'm glad you brought this up. Let's bring our main man H. Cortez up into the conversation, man. Because when I think about what you just said, Myra, it said, what it speaks to me? It speaks to me to the point of not just being a home owner, which I think is great, but becoming investor minded, which means that I'm gonna be looking for places, areas, and then also homes that I can buy low. And that's the end of the day, because if you can do that, then you can avoid the setup of getting the Jones's house in the most expensive part of town for the most expensive rate, and then keep finding yourself back in that 2008 mode, where you can go somewhere like where no one wants to go, like a Detroit or something like that and get property and land for pennies on the dollar. I truly believe, I don't know about nobody else, but I believe that we can go to Detroit and we can rebuild Black Wall Street in Detroit. That's my thought, because it's the cheap land, cheap houses, Black folk, and we can build our Black Mart, our black merchandise, our Black production and manufacturing place. That's just what I believe. That's the kind of mindset I got. H. Cortez in the building, man. Go ahead and let people know who you are, where they can find you. What's your thoughts on this housing market stuff that we're talking about right now, brother?
Man, I am H. Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor to the Black community, coming to you live and direct from St. Louis, Missouri, man. I like you, Evan. Not only when you talk about the Joneses, what people don't see about the Joneses situation is when you go by that Joneses house, then you are extremely, extremely tempted to buy the Joneses car, to have the Joneses yard service, to have the Joneses activities for your kids, to put your kids in the Joneses private school. It becomes a monster in your life, and people don't account for that. They say, yes, I can afford this $2,400 a month note, but then when you get out there and everybody else is pulling Mercedes and Lexuses in their driveway, you say, oh, I gotta fit in. So I gotta go now and get me a Mercedes and Lexus on lease. Oh, all of the kids in this neighborhood don't go to public school, they go to the private school. So now I gotta pay $25,000 a year for tuition per kid, and I got 4 of them whippersnappers because that's what people in this neighborhood do. And now you just get yourself into a financial mess because you were chasing the Joneses. And then I always say, if you're going to leverage debt anyway, right? When you mortgage your house, you're leveraging debt. Why not leverage that same debt for a multifamily and then get some passive income from that? Then let the passive income buy your dream home, and you can have it built from the ground up and somebody else is paying for it. So yeah, that's my take on the market.
Man, so how beautiful is this, man? You got Black folk talking about investing, Bitcoin, real estate in the morning on the Thursday. You got matter of fact, you got 3 coaches too. It ain't just 3 Black. You got a financial health mentor, financial coach. You got the debt elimination coach, and of course you got the money solutions coach. You know, because I bring solutions to your money problem. But this is just wonderful. We got Black folk talking about money and politics and the stock market. I mean, this must be Black heaven. I mean, this is the Black utopia or something. I mean, what is going on? So I did want to bring up. Go ahead.
We get up specifically to do this.
Yes.
Specifically to do it, right? We all could be sleeping in right now, but we're trying to serve the people, man. We get up specifically to talk money in the morning, not just we just are already up because jobs got us up and that stuff. We just happen to talk. No, this is why we wake up in the morning to talk money and try to educate our people, man. So good stuff.
It's fantastic. So this is a cool article in the news that you can use as we move into today, man. United here. This is what this seemed like you could do something with this, guy. United is offering passengers up to $10,000 to surrender seats. United Airlines said on Thursday it would offer passengers who volunteer to forfeit their seats on overbooked flights. Now, why the hell they got overbooked flights in the first place? But anyway, overbooked flights up to $10,000 as part of the carrier's efforts to repair the damage from the rough removal of a passenger. The offer came after rival Delta offer up to $10,000 or $9,950 in such cases. So you could literally, if you here's what I'll be looking at. I'll be like, let me set up a flight early enough so that if it just happens to get overbooked, I can get me a check. I mean, my God. United also said it would take action to reduce overbooking flights and improve customer satisfaction. Well, duh. Like, why wouldn't that already? Why are you overbooking flights anyway? I mean, that's just like this looks like you, Myra. What does it look like if you overbook your schedule? You got all these appointments set up. You overbook your schedule. You setting yourself up for some frustration with your clients and your customers. Duh.
Yeah.
Forever as far as overbooking flights, but you know they haven't had these type of things that happen to bring light to it. But it's always been a common practice in the airline industry to overbook flights. It's sort of the same principle that colleges use when they accept more students that they can actually accommodate on campus with anticipation that everybody is not going to show up. So they've been doing it for years, but they've been getting caught their pants down because you have people that they want to get what they want to get, and they don't want, they don't want the money. They oh, that's where I need to get. So people are changing a little bit, and they can't dangle those carrots, and people aren't biting anymore. So they couldn't be dragging people off the plane. So it don't make much sense to me, because if you're gonna offer somebody $10,000, why just not overbook the flight? You still gonna end up spending the money if you offer people that type of money. So.
Well, we know why they overbook, Cortez, because it has everything to do with the bottom dollar. Clearly, it is a deceptive practice to increase profits. That's what it tell me. I'm gonna sell the same tea 3 times because I think 2 people ain't gonna show up. And then if it just happened to show up, I'm gonna move this person over to this other seat that this other person didn't show up. I mean, it's a deceptive practice to increase their profits. Cortez, Mr. Frank, what the heck is going on over here?
Yeah, that's what they do, man. They chasing the money. Again, they have that legal obligation to improve profits for shareholders time after time after time again. And they have shown, most corporations, especially the big boys, have shown their willingness to do just about anything to improve shareholders' profits, man. And that's basically what it comes down to. And like Amira said, the overbooking is a general practice, but they've stepped it up to a whole new level. that's where all of the complaints are coming from. It's not just that they continue to do the same practice. No, they stepped it up a whole nother level. They said, wait a minute, if we can get the same amount of money for a single seat times 2, well, hell, why not push the envelope and see if we can't get the same amount of for a single seat times 4? So they weren't just overbooking with 1 person per seat. They start overbooking with 5 or 6 people per seat. Now you can't play musical chairs with that many people that you overbook. You can do that when you sell 1 seat to 2 people, but you can't do that when you sell 1 seat to 6 or 7 people. That's where they're running into the problem.
Man, boy, the corporate greed is real. It is real. Man, so Uber's back in the news, guys, and I don't know. I mean, Uber is having a terrible time. I mean, my God. So here we go with Uber again. Uber driver is charged with raping a woman in a car in California. An Uber driver accused by prosecutors of having sexually assaulted a female passenger after she saw the ride home from gathering in the upscale seaside city of Newport Beach, California, was charged with rape on Wednesday. Angel Sanchez, 36, was arrested a day after the March 30th attack, which took place on a street near the woman's home in Santa Ana, California. The victim in this case was not identified by authorities. He's scheduled, Sanchez, who is scheduled for initial court appearance in the case next week, faces a maximum sentence of 8 years in prison if convicted. So Uber said this: nobody should go through what this rider reported to police. We work with law enforcement investigation and will continue to work with authorities. Here's what I see with Uber, guys. Uber is going to have to step up with their process for eligibility for their particular drivers. I mean, it's starting to get. I mean, they're on the slippery slope anyway, because they don't have the same regulations as a taxi company, right? And this is why I like having somebody like Derek Brocco on to talk about how he doesn't really see the competition with Uber. They're trying to Walmart the ride sharing platform, but when you Walmart, what happens is you lose quality. You get a whole bunch of quantity, but you start to lose a bit of quality. And this type of stories like this has a big impact on perceived value of that particular company if they should ever go public or whatever the case may be. Ms. Myra, any thoughts on Uber?
Yeah, from what I've been hearing, Uber has gotten desperate, and they're just letting anybody drive now. They come out with Uber Eats, where you can deliver food to people. They're offering incentives in certain cities now where they will guarantee you a certain price point per hour if you drive certain hours in that city, and they're getting desperate in the type of drivers that they're allowing. the time to drive should drive. So what I say is that we start putting our money into moving, MOOVN, the young brother that has the same ride sharing service, and start using him so he can expand to more cities. So yeah, moving, MOOVN. He's in a lot of major cities. He's overseas, but if we can start supporting that ride sharing company, we can bump Uber out of the way, and he can expand. So there is an alternative.
Man, I'm glad you brought that up. So just put in the comments below. This is what we love to do. See, this is what New Black Wall Street is all about. So we have a black ride-sharing company, Move In, which we can actually support and probably drive for. I know in probably most specific areas. It looks like they're in, they got some Nairobi. You can look at them. I put the thing in the comments. They got Atlanta, Georgia. So instead of Uber, maybe you go over to Move In and you do that or add that. I know you guys like Lyft and all that, but I'm just saying, if consciousness, because we talk about woke folk who ain't woke, if consciousness is on your mind, just maybe you can at least add them and see if it brings in more, brings in some type of revenue for what you need to do. It may not be as busy as Uber right now, but you can at least add them and say, well, hey, instead of Lyft or Uber and Lyft, maybe also look at Moving, which is going to be a black-owned company. That's called consciousness, Ace Cortez.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And, you know, not just those who drive, but those who ride. You know, you got, maybe you start off with Moving. All right, let me see if Moving's in my area. No Moving's in my area, then Lyft, then Uber, or however you want to arrange it. But definitely those who drive should definitely look at that, because guess what? If you keep hearing stories like this on the news, what Uber has done is they've gotten people addicted to this type of service. It's kind of like when people got addicted to the cell phone. There's no turning back from the cell phone. There's no turning back from these types of services. So this is a great opportunity for you to drive Moving, and I'm sure Moving has some sort of affiliate program. If you get your friends driving with Moving, man, you can explode Moving overnight in your city and get affiliates under your belt through Moving based on stories like this. And I will position myself, because guess what? Chances are next week, next 2 weeks, next 3 weeks, there's going to be another story like this. And every time one of these stories pop up, I'm blasting it out. And it's like, that's why we need Moving. That's why we need Moving. That's why we need Moving. And hopefully Moving is doing the proper steps to ensure that they are getting quality drivers where they won't have the same stories and the same type of backlash that Uber's going through right now.
So you mean to tell me, guys, that on the New Black Wall Street Money and Power talk show, you got 3 black folk talking about money and also talking about a black company? This is unheard of. I mean, my God, this is unheard. Where else are they doing this? Talking about money and also promoting another black company at the same dang on time. I mean, my God, this is black group economics. This is what we do. All right, so I know I got to get ready to get on over to Cortez. So in case y'all don't know, ERGJ has a book that is coming out. Oh my God, I'm so excited about that. But it ain't about me right now. It's not a me show, it's a we show. So you guys will hear about that. If you come on over to H Cortez, we're gonna be doing that thing live and releasing the pre-orders there. But H Cortez, you wanna go ahead and let everybody know who you are, what you got going on, how they can find you, monetize my life, all that good stuff.
Yeah, most definitely. So 8 o'clock, guys, Eastern time, 7 o'clock Central, jump over to Cortez Springer Profile or Financial Health Mentor on YouTube. We're going live. We're talking money in the morning. We're going to continue this, talking money in the morning. We're talking about servant leadership. I've got a special guest coming on who's all about servant leadership. And we're going to talk about that deeply, and then he's going to make a couple huge announcements. So you got to come over and check that out. But you can also pick up a copy of my latest book, Monetize My Life. 4 incredibly simple ways to earn income from your profit, from your passions. You can do that at Monetize My Life Academy. I'm Financial Health Mentor on most social media platforms, so you can check me out there. And that's what we do, man. We are here to serve the community and bring economic empowerment and community development. But like I always say, you cannot develop a community without capital. You cannot empower a community economically without first empowering the people in that community with a knowledge of how economics works. And that's what we're doing. And that's what we do on Talk Money in the Morning Live each and every morning. So appreciate you for having me on, brother. Miss Mariki, great information as always, and I will see you guys in a second.
All right, thanks so much, Ace Cortez. Myra, the building, man, wants everybody a little bit who you are, where you going, where they can find you at, what you got going on.
Sure thing. I'm Myra, Debt Elimination Coach Key, and I help people attack debt, identify liabilities, decrease their liabilities, increase their assets so we can increase their net worth so they can take advantage of the economy and not have the economy take advantage of them. So they can text net worth to 706-399-5845. Find me on via Myra, Debt Elimination Coach Key. That is K-E-Y. Let me offer you the strategies and tools to get your economy operating in the black and out of the red.
Fantastic, guys. Well, Ms. Myra, thanks so much for joining us here today. And of course, I am ERGJ Certified Financial Educator, founder of New Black Wall Street. You can find me at ERGJ Enterprises, my Facebook tag, ERGJ.net is the website. If you follow me and find out what's going on. Of course, like I said, I've just finished a book that we'll be releasing. We'll talk about that on the next show, but it's a book that you absolutely must have. It's going to be a book for the ages of the Black community. But again, guys, this New Black Wall Street Money and Power Talk Show, where we talk about money, we talk about power, we talk about economics, and we talk about politics. And at the end of the day, we talk about cash flow and cash rules. Well, I want to thank you so much for being here today. And just remember this, that it takes a village, but it starts with us. Let's build as we climb together. You have a wonderful, fantastic, terrific Thursday. Talk to you soon.
The new Black Wall Street. Thanks you for joining the show. We gave a lot of great tips, but it's time to go. Take the knowledge we shared, hope you use it and grow. We'll see you all there in the next episode. The new